episode of Himalayan Podcast. मैले योभन्दा अगाडिको भिडियोमा पनि तपाईहरुलाई भनेको थिएँ हैन, डिफरेन्ट फ्याटर्निटीको विशिष्ट व्यक्तिहरुलाई तपाईहरुमा ल्याउँछु र उहाँहरुको एक्सपिरियन्स शेयर गर्नेछु भनेर भनेको थिएँ। त्यही अनुरूप आज मैले यस्तो व्यक्तित्वलाई हाम्रो पोडकास्टमा इन्भाइट गरेको छु हैन। He is very intelligent, very humble and down to earth, none other than my friend Mr. Paramdip Singh. He will give his self-introduction. Welcome you, sir, in our podcast.
Namaste. Thank you, Keshav. Thank you very much for inviting me here. The main reason of coming here is Keshav is doing a great job for bringing the accurate and honest information to all the prospective students who are looking at studying in New Zealand. So as Keshav said, my name is Paramdip. I shifted to New Zealand in November 96. And since 2001, I am working in the education sector in different polytechnic, worked in UCOL, WITT, Wairiki, Toi Ohomai, and as you know now all the polytechnics have merged and they are known as Tipu Kenga. So I have around 22 years of experience in education sector. So many students from India, Nepal, Sri Lanka have come through my contacts and through the agents, given them the accurate information, help them in settling, help them in choosing the right program with part-time jobs and pastoral care support. That is the whole mark of journey, because we know that every student, the parents are sending us as them as small kid, and they come here to this unknown country where they don't have any friends or any relatives, so they need lot of support, especially in the beginning. Slowly and slowly they settle well, they find lot of friends, they get into the part-time job, college helps them, and then slowly and slowly they get their post-study work visa, which later on could lead to residency also. So this is a very good initiative which Mr. Keshav has started. Thanks for actually sharing this information with all the students in Nepal and in other parts of the world.
Yeah, thank you very much. So can you just let us know about the different level of studies in New Zealand recently, like level 3, level 4 or level 5? Just can you explain to our audience?
So right now there are students can come into various levels. So level, how it works, the kids start going to school when they are 5 years old. So they start from year 1 till year 7 is primary school, then year 8 and 9 is intermediate, and then from 9 to 12 is high school. Till year 13 is high school. After that high school, people can do the diplomas or they can start the degrees. So first year of degree is known as level 5, then level 6, then bachelor degree is level 7. Postgraduate is level 8, master is level 9 and PhD is level 10. So level 3 and 4 are actually sort of preparatory courses which sometimes students leave at year 11 or year 12 and then they do level 3 and 4. So right now immigration has different policies. You can come for these courses. Only thing is in level 3 you don't get part-time work, right? So you have to minimum come for level 4 where you can work part-time and 20 hours per week is allowed. In term break, semester break, summer break, you can work actually full-time. And if your course is in green list, then you get the post-study work visa also.
So if the courses is not in green list, then the student will not get the post-study work visa.
Yeah, they don't get post-study work visa. They can straight away go into work permit. Like there is a huge demand of healthcare programs right now. So there are a lot of healthcare workers, disability coordinators required in old age home and retirement villages. So students are coming from Nepal also, from India also in level 4 because you need only 5.5 band, and if you have a health background, you can come into a level 4 program, 1 year duration, and after that you don't get post-study work visa, but you can straight away get into the employment and you can get a work permit.
So they will get the direct work visa after the completion of the studies.
Yes, that is possible. And again, one thing, Keshav, we should clarify all the students that we are not licensed immigration advisor.
Yeah.
So whatever we are telling you is just information which is available on website or anything. In no way we are giving any advice to the students. If you want a proper advice, you need to contact licensed immigration advisor. I can share you all this knowledge with my experience and background and whatever is available on immigration website.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Use your fingerprint.
Thank you very much for sharing your information. Then if a student come for level 4 or level 5, so if they want to continue their study and then they will get the post-study work visa. Like if level 7 is undergraduate course, so if they study undergraduate course, they will get, is there any possibilities of getting post-study work visa?
Yeah, so right now, if we see, there are around 5 main green list diploma. So the civil engineering, which is level 6 diploma in civil engineering, which is very good for the people who have done non-medical, which is physics, chemistry, maths in year 12 in Nepal. They should have 6 band arts. They can come into the civil engineering. Or even if they have done PTE we need 50 with no module less than 42 is in green list. 2 years diploma, you get 2-year post-study work visa. Same way, New Zealand diploma in electrical engineering is also in green list. 2-year study, 2-year post-study work visa. Again, non-medical, 50% above marks in year 12 is enough. Then there is New Zealand diploma in construction management and New Zealand diploma in quantity surveying. Both are in green list. 2 years diploma, 2 years post-study work visa. In this, some institutes are able to accept commerce background student also. 6 band with no module less than 5.5. Then the other one is in green list is New Zealand Certificate in Agriculture, Specialization Dairy Farming. So that program has become very popular in Nepal. This is a 1-year diploma and 1-year post-study work visa. And it's offered at Western Institute of Technology in New Plymouth.
Okay.
And Toi Ohomai is
I
also...
want to ask you something like that for this course. So the students should be in the same background for to study that agriculture and dairy farming?
Preferably, because that's what immigration looks at, the bona fide. So if you have a science background or even if an arts background, and you should have some sort of rural experience, or sometimes some people have done in Nepal diploma in agriculture also, they are also quite suitable. So WITT is offering that right now, and Toi Ohomai is also planning to
So it's
start.
level 7 course.
This is level 4 only. So
Okay.
level doesn't matter. It's a 1-year course, and the advantage in this one is agriculture, dairy farming is the #1 industry for New Zealand. There are a lot of jobs over there for this program, and nobody else is offering this program. So the employment outcome will be very, very high. And the other advantage for student is it's only 1-year course. They have to spend only 1-year fees, and they have to show also funds only for 1 year.
So what is the qualification for that course the students should have? What kind of qualification they should
So
have?
+2 students is fine, or diploma in agriculture is fine. So they will enroll in New Zealand Certificate in Agriculture, Specialization Dairy Farming, level 4.
So it is one of the best course for the international students
Yes.
to come and pursue, and better to get the job and all.
Yes.
So is there any another course like agriculture and?
So the other one which is quite popular in Nepal is a Bachelor of Hospitality and Tourism Management. It's a 3 years degree, and you get 3-year post-study work visa. Or if you come in, so +2 students, I think a lot of students in Nepal, I have seen they have done hospitality management in their year 12, so they can come into this. And if you are from commerce background, you can even come for Bachelor of Applied Management. We have various specialization in that: business management, accounting, etc. So commerce students and art students can come into that. Then there is Bachelor of Applied Information Technology also, if somebody is interested in IT. 3-year degree, 3-year post-study work visa. And in this, like, we have option. If you straight away want to come to degree, you should have 6-band IELTS with no band less than 5.5. But if you have 5.5 band, we still have an option for you. You can come level 5 diploma leading on to bachelor degree. Only thing is, in that case, you get only 2-year post-study work visa. And when you enter into the second year of bachelor degree, you have to demonstrate that you are again at 6-band level. But you can get a visa with 5.5 band also.
So what is the possibilities of getting job with the people having the information technology background?
So right now, you see, in New Zealand, unemployment is only 3.4%, which is lowest in the developed world. So there are a lot of opportunities over there. And IT is a very big industry. Everything is using nowadays information technology. It all depends on students' attitude also. So the most important thing I say to everybody, you need to have a very good communication skill. You have to be a positive person, and you have to be a team player. So if you have these 3 attributes, you can get a job in New Zealand. And Keshav, you have seen, you've been now living here for 5-6 years, that New Zealand is the least corrupt country in the world. There's no racism over here. As long as you have good communication skill, people are happy to give you the job.
So the first key thing is the language.
Yeah. Because we are in an English-speaking country, so our communication skill has to be good.
Okay. So is there any information that you like to give to our audience or the viewers what is the best time, means what is the best intake to come to New Zealand?
So actually, a lot of institutes are very flexible. So now at Toi Ohomai, we have actually 4 intakes. So February intake, May intake, July, and then November. Uh, the borders are opened only in this year, so there is a big influx of applications. So immigration is trying their best to process the visa, but still they are taking 8 to 10 weeks for processing the visas. So that's why I say to each and every student that you should apply at least 10 weeks before the start of your program. And then if this is not just this one, so there are other programs also which are very, very good here. Like Bachelor of Nursing is very good. Nurses have a lot of respect here in New Zealand. Then if somebody already has done a degree in Nepal or India, we have options like they can come for graduate diploma. There are a couple of graduate diploma which is in green list. The most popular one is graduate diploma in highway engineering, which is very suitable for civil engineer, mechanical engineer, and BSc non-medical. 1 year graduate diploma, you get 1 year post-study work visa, and in that spouse can also come on full-time work rights. Spouse can come into New Zealand in any course, but a lot of courses they get visitor visa. But if you have a graduate diploma which is in green list, or if you come for masters, then spouse can come on a work permit. So like in masters, we have Master of Applied Management, Business, Health, Hospitality. We have Master of Applied Professional Study, Mentoring and Leadership, Adult Teaching. We have Master of Early Childhood Education also. These are 18 months master, and then you get 3 year post-study work visa.
That means they are level 8 and level 9.
Level 9 only. Level 8 is postgraduate. If you do 1 year postgraduate diploma, you get only 1 year post-study work visa.
So if somebody is coming for level 7 or level 8, and their spouse will get the work visa or visitor visa?
If you come in a green list of level 7 graduate diploma, then spouse gets work permit. But if you come in a normal, say for example you come in graduate diploma in health and rehabilitation, that is not in a green list, so spouse will get a visitor visa. But once they are here, they can go to an accredited employer and they can convert it into work visa.
Okay, so for an example, if somebody is getting a post-study work visa, let Mr. X has a post-study work visa, and his spouse will get the open work visa, or she need to apply for the visa, for the work visa?
So once again, Keshav, as I mentioned, most of these questions are immigration related. So they are suitable for licensed immigration advisor. Again, as per the information available on the website, if a spouse gets a post-study work visa, then if say for example student who has done the course and they are on post-study work visa, their spouse can apply for a dependent work visa, but that will be work permit they will get.
So they don't have to apply from any aggregated company or something like that?
No, not in that case.
So their visa will be automatic work visa?
Yeah. If spouse is on work permit, then their visa will be
get the automatic work visa.
But Keshav, I will also advise you, don't give that sort of information to the prospective student, because these are all immigration related matters. So they should always talk to licensed immigration advisor, which we are not. So we should talk about education, we should talk about career opportunity, we should talk about life in general in New Zealand.
So do you have any idea like which part of New Zealand is the best part for the students to come and pursue their educations?
See, Keshav, I've been living in Rotorua for now last 17 years and my heart is in Rotorua. So I always say Rotorua is one of the best city, and a lot of even Nepali students have told me this is very much like Pokhara also. This has 18 lakes, Pokhara has 8 lakes. This is a semi-hilly area, and you have been living here, so it's a very peaceful, small town, easily, conveniently you can travel from one place to other place. Cost of living is also less, and Rotorua has been declared as the most beautiful city in New Zealand for 6-7 years. Very neat and clean. Otherwise, I will say whole of the New Zealand is very good. You can go anywhere. I think wherever you get a good college and wherever you get a good job, that place is good in New Zealand.
But just I heard about the financial procedure is quite tough for the student who want to come for the New Zealand. So do you have any idea? How we can do the funding before we come to pursue the education in New Zealand?
You are right, 100% right, Keshav. Like New Zealand, 50% student can come also. 2-year gap is also acceptable. If you have rejection from Canada or Australia, even then you can apply to New Zealand. But funding wise, New Zealand is quite strict. So you need to have a 6 months old funds. And in Nepal, actually only two banks are acceptable, NABIL and SBI. You can't have money in any other bank. If you have money in cooperative bank, you have to transfer that to SBI or NABIL, keep it there for 6 months and then apply. Or you can get a bank loan. If you have a recent funds, then you have to show the source from where they have come. Because I've seen sometimes, because there are a lot of Nepalese students whose parents are working in Indian Army, and sometime if they retire they get a lot of provident fund. So if that is recent, you can show that, and it is easily you can verify if somebody has sold any property. But if you can verify that this money has come from by selling the property, then also the recent funds is okay. Otherwise they have to be 6 months old. So you have to show tuition fee. Say for example, if you are coming for 1 year, tuition fee is 20,000 New Zealand dollar and $20,000 is the living cost. So you have to show $40,000 6 months old. Your parents, grandparents, brother, sister can sponsor you. If you have a first cousin living in New Zealand, Australia, then they can also sponsor, but not if they are living in Nepal. So they have to be living in New Zealand, Australia, and they have to provide their bank details. So just think in this way: whatever immigration officer can easily verify, those sources of funds are acceptable. But if you are coming for 2 years of program, then you have to show 2 years of tuition fee and 2 years of living cost. So that becomes a little bit tricky. So that's why a lot of people will go to the bank for bank loans.
Yeah, for some of the students who want to pursue the like bachelor's degree, that's for 3 years, and they usually used to pay for 1 year's course, 1 year's tuition fee, and they have to pay 2 years of tuition fee. Of course, they can't afford them from their home country. So, is there any possibilities they can earn by themselves and pay the rest of the fees?
No, that won't be acceptable by immigration, because immigration want to see that your parents or grandparents are comfortable enough to sponsor your study. So in those cases, what they can do, they can pay the tuition fees in advance, and then you show the living cost also, and then you can show the second and third year plan. Say for example, if somebody parents is doing a government job, they are earning 30-40 lakhs in Nepal, so then they can say that again from our per annum salary, we can pay the money for my child's education. Or if they have taken a bank loan, so banks sometimes give a loan for the whole degree and living cost. They have to withdraw only for first year, and then second and third year can be withdrawn in second and third year, so that interest cost is less. But the whole money has to be shown by parents. They can't say that we will work in New Zealand and from there we will pay for this. That won't be acceptable. The visa will be rejected if funds are not proper. So that's why actually we work with actually a lot of education consultants in Nepal also. Yeah. They also guide students. There are some very good education consultants who are quite expert in New Zealand. So they guide students actually also very well.
Sir, do you have any experience about Nepal? You've been traveling the southern part of the Asia. So do you have any experience about Nepal?
Yeah, I love Nepal very much. The people are very nice, very humble. I always say, so that is my second home actually is Nepal. After Chandigarh, New Zealand and Nepal is also one of the country. The one experience I'll say, once actually I took one of my colleague to Nepal. We were having dinner and it was sort of cultural experience dinner. So where they show their cultural dance, we were sitting down and they were serving us food one by one. And at one time they served the green chili also. And that time I told my colleague, who was a Kiwi professor here, that I'm just going to the washroom. And in the meantime, she had that green chili in the mouth. And after that, for 10 minutes, she was doing ha 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 ha. See. We have to give a lot of sugar, lot of curd to make sure the mouth is not on fire. So that was really funny experience. So after that, I made sure the chilies are not served on the table. We give them separately and explain them what this is.
So this might be the piece of advice to those people in the hospitality sector. They could explain anything before they serve.
Yeah.
So thank you, sir, for coming in our podcast. Is there anything you would like to just give piece of advice to our audience, those who want to come to study in New Zealand and pursue their career here?
Yeah, so I say I've been living in New Zealand for last 27 years. I haven't had any bad impression. Altogether, my journey has been very beautiful and exciting. Helped a lot of Nepalese students. I've been going to Nepal since 2003. I go there regularly, visit Chitwan, Butwal, Pokhara, Viratnagar. Counsel lot of students in coming to New Zealand. Lot of them have come, got jobs, got PR also. My only advice is whenever you are planning to go to New Zealand or any country, do your research well. Talk to 3-4 agents, talk about different programs, and then see what are the career opportunities after that. And then ask the institution whether they can give you name of a couple of alumni. Like you have done health and rehabilitation. If somebody talks to you about health and rehabilitation, you can give them first-hand information. Basically, all genuine and accurate information. And so do their research and remember, English is the main language here. So if you are coming to New Zealand, work on your English. The better English you have, the better chances of your success is. And try to be honest. And there are no shortcuts here. You have to work hard. But if you work hard, the fruits of success are very sweet over here.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience in our podcast. I hope I'll see you in the next podcast too. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, Keshav. Thank you for having me here. Thank you very much, guys. God bless you all.